Oh no! It's time for Turnabout Big Top. Now, if you are unaware, and if you are unaware, what are you doing here, actually? I'm kidding. If you're not aware, Turnabout Big Top is kind of infamously known in the fandom as the worst Ace Attorney case to ever be written. At least in this trilogy. I don't think it's bad personally. But I understand where people are coming from. So this is kind of an infamous case. It's kind of a case that is not very well liked in the Ace Attorney fandom. So we will start, as of right now, Turnabout Big Top. Right now, Turnabout Big Top. Yes, right now. Turnabout Big Top. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the show. Prepare to witness a man who has mastered the wonder of flight. The world's greatest magician. The one, the only. Maximilian Galactica. Remember, there used to be a GBA game, so that I imagine is deliberately not very, advanced. Poor choice of words. Big Berry circus entrance. Oh, we were actually... I forgot that we were actually in the circus. Like, we were taking the day off. Wow, that was like being in a dream. I haven't even caught my breath yet. That was amazing, wasn't it, Pearly? It was great. There was a dancing bear, and a tiger that jumped through a ring of fire, an elephant that rode a giant ball. Not to mention the guy who flew through the air. Yeah, Max Galactica, he was absolutely fabulous. Huh? What? Max? Max Galactica, the world's greatest magician. A magician? No, a magician. Mr. Nick? Huh? What is it, Pearls? Does magic have anything to do with channeling spirits? No. You don't know about magic, do you, Pearls? I'm sorry. I braved the winter cold and took Pearls to see the circus. It's been 6 months since the terrible incident in Karain Village, and I'm not taking a single fucking case in 6 months. How am I getting paid? How are the bills going? How can I afford a circus ticket? I don't know. We'll find out. Or we won't. Either way. It was during that trying time that I met Pearls. Thankfully, she seems to be recovering from it as it is returning to her normal self. Ah, it's time to go. You're right. We can't miss the last train. Pearls, you remember the train? Of course I did. But I don't really understand what everyone means by the express train. Well, Nick, see you later. I'll come by to help clean the office. It's gotta be spotless for the new year. Don't worry about it, really. You are gonna visit Mr. Nick on You're gonna visit Mr. Nick on New Year's? Maybe. I'm glad you'll get to spend your New Year's with a special someone. Pearly! Look, it's time to go. Happy New Year, Mr. Neck. Happy New Year. I really hope it will turn out that way. Because during my last Christmas, I had to defend my best friend, kinda. It's been 1 year since the DL6 incident was solved, once and for all. Well, today wraps it up for this year. I hope I can finish the cleaning this place up one day. Probably not. Who the fuck is calling me? I'm a lawyer. What would people call me for? Hello, this is Nick! It's terrible! Ah, my perfect timing. Are you arrested again? Things are terrible here too. Huh? The job is a terrible mess, and I have to clean it up. What are you talking about? Am I dirty off? What are you talking about? Listen, Nick, you have to turn on the TV. Now check into the scene. What happened? Thank you. We're here at the Big Berry Circus. The Very Big Circus has become the center of a sensational murder. The scene has created quite a stir among the throngs of excited onlookers. The Very Big Circus. Thanks for telling us the pun, Nick. Asshole. That's the circus we went to, right? They're saying that there was a murder? Yeah, they arrested him too. Arrested who? Max! They arrested Max Galactica. And because they arrested him, there's like a 100% chance he's innocent. He can fly through the sky. He's kind of hot too. My said he was a huge fan. She was a huge fan of Max. All right, Nick. I'll see you in 2 hours at the detention center. Huh? What? See you there. You still got plenty of time to clean up your office later. What? Well, I mean, it's been 6 months with no client, man. We need something. For visitor's room. What are they talking about? Why did they arrest Max? You're asking the wrong man on that one, Maya. Maybe use his magical stills to deal death with a sleight of hand. Maximilian Galactica would never do such a thing. Fabulous! What the young lady said was absolutely fabulous! What a clever girl. That's a fabulous understanding of events. What's with all this fabulous talk? Welcome to the visitors' room! It's Max, Nick! Look, it's the real Maximilian Galactica! Alright, sweetie, pick a card. Any card. He called me sweetie! Nick! Time's running out, sweetie. Pick a card. Any card. This one. Uh-huh. I thought you would pick that one. I thought you would pick that one, sweetie. The Ace of Hearts. Ah, he got it! He got it! Nick, look, he got it! What can I say, sweetie? You've stolen one of my most valued possessions. One of Maximilian Galactica's hearts. And legal fees, of course. Max! Ooh. Well, time to make this absolutely fabulous time. Max, you should let Nick pick a card. And you are? Oh, how silly of me. You must be Sweetie's driver. The driver? Whatever, hurry up and pick a card. Any card. I want this one. So, Sweetie, let's be honest here. You came to this visitor's room to visit me, didn't you? Yes, I'm your biggest fan. Fabulous, absolutely fabulous. Thank you so much. He's incorrigible in my head. Think of it as a souvenir. Well, Nick, I think it's time to get to work. What's the matter, Nick? Why are you looking at the ceiling? Thinking about what I should have for lunch. Sweetie, drop Porcupine Head over there. Shower me with your attention, okay? Oh, yes. Absolutely fabulous. Absolutely cringe. Phoenix says that circus acts are cringe. Confirmed. Confirmed right here on television. Tell me what happened at the Very Big Circus. Ah, last night, the ringmaster was murdered. The ringmaster? You mean Russell Berry? Someone smashed him over the head, I hear. He was slumped over on the ground. Even though it was the middle of the night, the police presence was fabulous. Police questioned me at length. Question you about what? About everything. I was the last one to see the ringmaster before he was murdered. I saw him last evening in his room. So then why are you arrested? Arrested? Don't make an anthill into a mountain, sweetie. They just wanted to consult me with me on the matters, that's all. Nick, I don't think Max understands how serious this is. I think I should get back to reality. What is that bad? Just use a disappearing act? I'm not a magician, Max. I'm an attorney. An attorney? Why are you wasting time talking to me? He isn't wasting time. He isn't wasting time, Max. You're... Okay, okay, relax, sweetie. Just a little over anxious, I think. Before the murder, you met with the ringmaster. Uh-huh. What'd you talk about? Things that aren't for your ears. Maya, would you please ask him? What'd you talk about with the ringmaster, Max? It was nothing. Small talk, really. We were just having a chat about my salary. Salary? I'm the one bringing in the crowds. I think I should be compensated as such. You agree, don't you? Yes? That's all you talked about? Of course, it was a fabulous chat. Just fabulous. Now he's got me saying it. What's the matter, Nick? You look all bent out of shape. Max, I was hoping you'd tell me a bit more about yourself. Fabulous! I think we should get to know each other better, too. Why don't you come sit next to me? There's a big piece of security glass between us? Oh, sweet Jeebus, what in the world? Well, I could use magic, then I can make this wall disappear. Anyway, lately you've become awfully famous, haven't you, Max? That's Maximilian to you, Porcupine Head. Get it straight. Anyway, Maximilian, you won a very prestigious award recently, did you not? I did indeed. It was fabulous. Won the Magician's Grand Prix, held by the Association of International Magicians. It's an award that recognizes that I'm the most fabulous of fabulous world magicians. There was a trophy, and I mean bust. It was it was an amazing day. Wow, that's incredible. Isn't it? I'm certified by the greatest magician in the world. I guess I didn't win the trophy for that most modest magician. You're assigned to an exclusive contract with the Big Berry Circus, correct? That's the long and short of it. You sure do your research, sweetie. I'm impressed. You can't just watch a magician on TV, you know. Magic is so fabulous you have to see it with your own eyes, sweetie. You're right. You're so right. However, the circus is a dinosaur, a thing of the past. Nowadays, no one even cares about what goes on there. Huh? What do you mean? That's why I signed the contract. That's why you signed the contract? Thanks to me, the Very Big Circus is fabulously popular. People come out in droves to catch a glimpse of the magic of Max Galactica. I revive a dinosaur that is the circus. But to me, it was just another magic trick. Isn't that wonderful, sweetie? Yes? I made all the old crusty circus performers and obsolete. But I kind of like the circus performances. Maya looks a bit down. Anyway, I've been curious about something for a while now. What's that? Why are you looking at me like it's such a sad look in your face, sweetie? Because you've been arrested for murder! Oh, don't be ignorant. They wouldn't arrest someone like me. Why is that? Obviously because I'm the famous Maximilian Galactica. So? I'm a very big star of the Very Big Circus. And that means I'm rich. I paid fabulous sums. Which means what? Max. Quit joking around. You gotta be pulling my magic wand. Police aren't really serious about this, are they? They don't arrest people for no reason. Look at Max. He's crushed. Well, he needed to wake up and smell the coffee. I didn't expect this. Yes? Porcupine, I mean, you're a lawyer, right? Huh? Oh, yeah, I am. Actually. Asshole. Please help me. I didn't kill nobody. Didn't kill nobody? I may be more spoiled than a hog in a hamburger mud pit. But I'm a killer? That's insane. I could never. Max? Max? I swear. I just wanted to pay off my daddy's debt. He's back on the farm. Okay, I'll take your case. Really? Really? Thank you much. Y'all sure are nice folks. Max? Yeah? What's your real name? It's Billy Bob Jones. What's the matter, Maya? He's really just a country bumpkin? Ahem. Let's apologize for not being my absolutely fabulous self just now, sweetie. Mr. Attorney? Yes? A few minutes ago, you took one of my cars, didn't you? Now that he mentions it, I did take a card. It was a 10 of hearts, right? What can I say? You too. You've stolen some of my most valued possessions. 10 of Maximilian Galactica's hearts. I'm pulling my faith in you, sweetie. Alright, let's make this an absolutely fabulous case. Come on, Nick. I mean... he's allowed to be a bumpkin and a good magician. Those are not mutually exclusive. That's fair. Like, just because he's from the country doesn't mean he's... like, he didn't practice and get good at the craft. Don't be so disappointed in that, Maya. That's rude. You're rude. You're very rude. We're here again. Yep, but this time we are here for work. Hasn't been that long since the crimes, and the police are still on the scene. Oh, God. I don't know what's happening to me today. So sorry about that. Let's find someone who might know something about what happened. Sounds like a plan. Now we've got 2 areas to investigate. This seems to be a dorm where all the performers in the circus stay. Really? So we might run into the stoogey clown here, right? He's so kooky. Ah, it's you two. Oh, Detective Gumshoe, pal. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. How is it you guys always seem to know when I'm working a crime scene, pal? Because you're always working, detective. Well, I'd rather not be always working, but with crime, you don't make your own hours, pal. I had to be at the circus anyway. I want to see the lion tamer and the tightrope. However, no matter where I go, the show is always the same. Dead body, stage left. Nick, he complained. That's alright. Let's get back to business now, okay? Tell us about the case. You'll be a prosecutor in court tomorrow? Of course, it will be Miss Von Karma. She isn't gonna hit me with her whip again, is she? What do you have to worry about? You only have to see her in court. When she shows up at precinct, the sound of that whip never ends, pal. Detective Gumshoe, I'm sure Miss Von Karma is really interesting and all, but there's someone else I'd rather talk about. Like who? Like Mr. Edgeworth, of course. You know, Nick's true rival, Miles Edgeworth? What in the world happened after I went back home? Mr. Edgeworth? You haven't heard what happened to him, pal? Nick won't tell me. Well, to be honest, I'm not at liberty to tell you either. Let's just say he's not around anymore. He's not around? Nick, what does he mean Edgeworth isn't around? Exactly what he said. He's not around. Edgeworth is gone. Don't say his name again, okay? Nick? Turnabout Circus was murdered, wasn't he? Yup. Last night around 10 p.m., pal. He died outside in the cold. A pretty sad way to go out if you ask me, pal. It was rather cold. This is the scene of a crime, pal. The body was found right over there. Right about where you're standing now. Ah! Oh, surprised you, didn't I? I'm not laughing! Excuse me, do you mind telling me what happened to the victim? He was killed by a blow to the noggin, pal. Eep. Pretty clear cut as far as murders go. He was discovered quickly. But there's one thing that doesn't quite fit. Ha! There's always seems to be something that doesn't quite fit. Alright, go on. What was one thing that didn't quite fit? The thing you mentioned earlier. Footprints, pal. Footprints. Footprints. Look at this picture of the crime scene. What's this? The wooden box under the body? What's this? This wooden box under the body? No clue, pal. Some forensic expert took it back and are examining it now. And what's so curious about the footprints? Whoa, calm down there. Take a good look at the footprints in this picture. The victim's footprints are on the scene. That's right, pal. The problem is the killer's footprints aren't there. Bingo. Where did the killer come from, and where did the killer run off to? Obviously, this is no way a killer committed this crime while flying. A flying culprit? Something just clicked in my head. This is why No way! Flying is impossible! That's right, flying is impossible. Absolutely impossible. What's the hollow laugh, pal? I meant nothing by it, pal. Better stated, it means I don't want to talk about it, pal. Let me get some info out of about Max out of him. Pal! Looks like Max is the most unpopular guy in the circus tent. You know what they say, a bad attitude follows you everywhere. He's a bit arrogant, but he didn't seem that bad. Just because someone has a bad attitude doesn't make them a criminal. It's not just his attitude, I got proof, pal. Huh? That's something at the scene of the crime. One of his magician's trademarks. Incredibly well-made silk hat. It does have very classy decorative elements. Max uses a cloak, silk hat, and white roses as signature symbols. Pretty mundane, aren't they? Who cares if they're mundane? At least they're easy to understand. That's a bit of nerve. That's what he said. Who said? The eyewitness. Eh? Tell us about the eyewitness. That's kind of a groovy soundtrack, actually. The more I listen to it, the more I'm really into just, like, getting funky with it. So, about the eyewitness. Ho, 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 you know I'm not going to tell you about that. That's the prosecution's trump card. Oh, well. Oh, I just remembered. What? I forgot to mention that you two were barred from entering the lodging house. Why is that? Oh, no reason, just something I remember to tell you. Must be because that's where the eyewitness is. Don't you dare, pal. Alright, I've had enough clowning around. Witness, what do you look like? I wonder whose room this is. The name tag on the door says Mo on it. Or is it Moe? Guess he's not here. Wow, it's a real mess in here. My room's probably worse, though. Since I didn't clean it because Maya had a fucking murder case to put me on. Oh, well, I give up. We'll have to come back later.